Hi there, my name is Kasim Hussain. So this is my Peace of Mind application. My N number is N0516302. So Peace of Mind, the name comes from the reason behind the application, which is to improve employee mindfulness and reduce stress, hopefully. So the core concept behind this application is to be simple, easy to use, relatively straightforward, just improve someone's mental health or reduce any stress they have using health, humor, and positivity. These are three aspects I found help the human mind during stressful times and need to be improved following my research. So the first thing you'll see is the very vibrant and warm color scheme. So we've got the teal on the top bar, top two bars you can see, and we've got this salmony pink on the buttons and the banner. They're just two colors that after experimenting using the Google color tool, went well together. They said basically they shouted out to me what the application should be, which is warm, welcoming, positive. And through testing, a lot of users really liked the color scheme. So if we jump straight into it, we've got a main menu here, which is going to be the central point for a user to come back to. That's following material design as well. One of their principles was to have a central point where a user can refer back to if they feel a bit unfamiliar, uncomfortable. There's something that they can refer back to, at least provide a bit of familiarity. So we've got all five of our options here. The three main features, health, humor, and positivity. My log and my goals are the lesser features, but they're still here. So we'll get straight into it. The first one is health. Just some static text from NHS, and it's just there, and the user could just go through, read it, and take on board the tips that are provided to reduce stress. As you can see, it's on the bottom navigation as well. It tells you which page you're currently on, which is health. And if we go back to the main menu and then we go into humor again, I decided to split humor into memes and videos because I didn't want to clutter a single screen. After the first prototype, I had them on a single screen, and a lot of testers didn't like that. They thought it might get too cluttered if there's too many, so I just had to split them up into tabs because they're related content. So as you can see, it tells you to scroll down to view content. That was something else that came out of testing. Users weren't sure that they had to scroll down until I told them to. So yeah, they didn't realize that. And it's just three simple memes I've pulled off the internet, and they're meant to add a bit of humor to your life. Videos, I've literally just embedded the YouTube player because of its familiarity, reliability, and it's very simple, and users should just know that how to use it. By default, video 1 is loaded, so if I press video 1, it's video 1, Mr. Bean falling asleep in church. Video 2, Avengers Infinity War trailer, because it's awesome. Video 3, Mr. Bean's funniest moments, because, well, he's funny. So all of the videos play, and they work. And you've got toasts out the bottom telling you which video you've selected and
There was an idea.
Option. It's just like using YouTube just within this application. Landscape is something that I did not want to be used simply because in testing it didn't work at all. So for the demo purposes and for the purposes of the application, it's going to stay in portrait mode simply because it works. It looks just as nice. The only thing is the user may obviously want to view a video in full screen, and in testing that just broke. So for future iterations, I'd look into that and make sure that the phone, that the application can work on both portrait and landscape modes, and that it's portable enough to do that. Especially with the fact that it is using YouTube, majority of users will want to see it full screen. It's not the same viewing it in portrait mode. While it is long enough, it's just not the same. So as you can see in the bottom left hand corner, there is a little help icon. This is a result of user feedback again. A lot of users weren't sure what they could do, what they were expected to do in the application itself. So they wanted some hints and tips. So I decided to add this little help icon at the bottom of majority of the pages where it's not obvious what you have to do, and it's just screenshots with some captions telling you what each of the buttons options are available to you. Just brief text telling you, giving you a brief overview of what to do. So if we go back to the home, and the next main feature is positivity, which is just some natural sounds which are meant to be good and soothing for the human brain. I've just got them loaded in the media player. Toasts again, telling you what you are doing. You select a sound, you play it, and you pause it, and it carries on where it left off. Or you can restart it from the beginning, and it will just restart from the beginning. Select another sound, it will be a different sound. Still, we'll pause that. And you can play it again. Or you can reset it from the beginning. If we move on to sound 3, it's a totally different sound. The toasts are eventually catching up. And just play that again. And reset that. Again, there's a help icon at the bottom, just a screenshot with arrows, simply telling you what each of the buttons do and the functionality. Okay, and if we go back, oh, that's taking you back to humor, that's taking you back to health. Go back to home. So we've got my log, which is a text file featuring a log of your activity on this application. It just simply tells you which screen you visited, the date and the time. This was purely for the purposes of the user, just to see what they've been up to, what they've been visiting while on the application. My goals is just simply, you can add your own personal goal here. So goal 1, record video, and it will just add it to a text view. It's stored in an array. There is an issue with this, it doesn't stay long. For example, if you go on the help page even, and then you go back, yeah, your goal's gone. So to improve that, while it's a lesser feature, it should still function fully. While it's functioning, I think that it should be in a text file or stored in a file locally instead, so that at least the user retains their goals, and just keep it in its internal storage so that it's deleted once the application is deleted. So if we return back to home, and we got a home help screen which tells you what all of the menus are, and then we got an about us page, which is a brief overview of the application telling you what it does. And as you can see, the bottom navigation just simply with a bit of text tells you which page you're currently on. I decided to use a lighter shade of the primary color on here. Black kind of didn't work. A lot of users said, while testing, said they didn't like it, so I decided against it. And now I would like to move on to accessibility. So as you can see, I've got talkback working now. So it just tells you with a simple content description what each of the buttons are.
My goals
and
button.
I'm not sure if you can hear this, but the phone is vibrating
button.
on each of the touches. So if you double tap,
Health.
it will tell you what screen you're on, and you can
Control. Link. Heading.
attempt to scroll
Controls.
down. Talkback doesn't seem to want to do that.
Humor.
It will tell you what screen you're
Video.
on and what kind of tab you're on.
Videos. Pay. Load video. Load video 3. Load video 1.
So that is talkback working. I did add some accessibility into the application, obviously for users with impairments or who may have some difficulties. So I did bear that in mind in my design. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'd like to, I appreciate your time, and yeah, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it.